This is Religion in the News, sponsored by Wish TV, in cooperation with the Church Federation of Greater Indianapolis.
Good morning, Indianapolis. Welcome to Religion in the News. I'm J.R. Ryder. This is Snowflake.
I'm Jeffrey Payne.
And I'm Carol Sissom. We have a great show for you today as our guests talk about a college preparatory Christian high school, a testimony of overcoming smoking, and the Glam Christmas drive. Stay tuned.
Well, I hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving, and news doesn't come much better than this on this Thanksgiving week. The 3 American students who were arrested in Egypt will go free, and all charges were dropped. One of the 3 local students is IU student Luke Gates. The IU junior is thankful that he's coming home.
The fear so clear in the faces of these students jailed in a foreign land. Luke Gates in the center is a 21-year-old IU junior double majoring in political science and Near Eastern languages. Gates, along with 2 other American students, was arrested Sunday during the deadly protests in Cairo. They were accused of throwing firebombs from a building, a charge they deny. Thursday, a court in Egypt ordered their release. The 3 could be home within days. I spoke to Mark Land, IU's Vice President of Communications, by phone.
Everybody at the university is extremely relieved and very excited for the family and for Luke.
The streets in Cairo were relatively calm on Thursday. Protesters and police are still there, but they're honoring a truce that Muslim clerics brokered. But it's a fragile peace, and IU administrators are worried. There are 3 IU students, including Gates, currently studying at the American University in Cairo.
And we have reached out to the families of the other 2 students as well as to the students themselves, and we have recommended they come home immediately.
Tyler Stradling is one of those students. Eric Halverson talked to him Tuesday by Skype.
Are you nervous there? Is it scary to be there now?
Not in my neighborhood. There a lot of Cairo, at least during the day-to-day, was still operating business as usual.
What a difference 2 days makes. Stradling emailed us hours ago to say he's heeding the advice of IU administrators and leaving Cairo.
Now, through all the chaos and uncertainty, the good news is that all 3 students are expected to be back home within days.
Good morning. I'm Jeffrey Payne. My guests today are Chanel Poole and Ninty Smith, and they're here to talk about the Glam Christmas Drive. Welcome to Religion in the News, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for making time for us today. And Chanel, let's start with you. Tell us all about Glam, first of all.
GLAM, which stands for Gorgeous Ladies Acting Maturely, is a self-esteem program that I started back in March of 2008, where I focus on life coaching to young girls individually and in a group setting. The core focus of the program is to build young ladies up personally, professionally, academically, and help them to have a strong, positive self-esteem. And in the midst of this program, we do a comprehensive curriculum where we focus on life skills, social skills, college prep, and also just giving the young women a good, positive opportunity to do things that will help better their lives.
This is a powerful program. What inspired you to start GLAM?
Well, I was inspired to start GLAM because I have been through some of the challenges that many at-risk young ladies face. I was expelled from all IPS schools by the age of 12. I was incarcerated by 15 and homeless by 17. So going through those struggles in life, I have a father who suffered from alcoholism. I started to realize that there were so many other young women that were struggling with these issues, and it started to hinder their self-esteem. I had been blessed to reach out to a mentor over at the Christopher House, Ogen Williams, who's now the former deputy mayor, and Dion Leslie. And the Christopher House took me in and gave me that guidance and self-direction that I needed when I was once living in a car at 17 years old. So I felt that it was a calling from God to reach back to help other young women so that they can have a positive future and that they didn't have to continue to struggle, and also to let them know that there was people out there that was willing to invest in their future and to help them to make positive choices in life.
That is outstanding. Now, it's worth noting that you are the executive director of GLAM.
Yes.
You are a certified gang specialist, certified public speaker. You were the 2010 commencement speaker at Indiana State University. You are a Ronald McNair scholar and a C-SPAN commencement speaker.
Yes.
Now, how did you go from being in those desolate situations to achieving so much?
Well, one thing I feel that was very powerful is having positive people in your life that's willing to make that personal investment, such as the Christian Morehouse had done for me, and also giving me that opportunity to be exposed to the opportunity of going to college. I got a GED when I was just 20 years old, but because of other people showing me that my life was not over because of the choices that I had made when I was an adolescent, that's what really inspired me. It was the principle of somebody taking me by the hand and introducing me and walking me to that next level. The Christian Morehouse made such an investment. They actually drove me to Indiana State University to help me to get accepted into college. And that's what it's about, people reaching out besides their homes and their comfort level and making a personal investment in other people's lives, especially those that you can see the potential there.
Speaking of investment, now you took money that was designated for your college to start this program.
Yes, sir.
And as a result, the school then invested in you to help you finish your degree.
Yes, I want to thank Indiana State University so much, because not only did they provide me an education and help me to grow as a scholar, but they had realized the passion and drive that I had invested in the young women of GLAM. And so the university made over a $20,000 investment for us to have a facility built here, centrally located downtown on 16th and Pennsylvania, inside of the Penn Arts. And that's what it's about. It's about other organizations and universities supporting not just their alumni, but other people in the community. Indiana State is located in Terre Haute, but they have a deep passion and investment about helping young women in Marion County, and that's what they have done.
Wow, that's outstanding. Now, speaking of young ladies, we have Ninty Smith, who is a student of GLAM.
Yes.
And tell us, Ninty, what's been the greatest thing about being a part of this program?
It helped me change my personality. I was a very bad student. I got expelled from school, and I joined the GLAM program, and I turned to school with Miss Chanel. And from there, my grades gotten better, my attitude has changed. This school year, haven't gotten into any trouble. I've been an A and B student. My grade point now was just 3.4, and I'm on AB honor roll.
That is outstanding. Now, it's also worth noting that the students in GLAM represent all the townships. There's Warren, Washington, there's IPS, there's also charter schools involved with this. So there's no one entity that's left out. And with the time remaining, we want to talk about your upcoming Christmas drive, please.
Yes, we're going to be having a Christmas drive December the 17th between 1 and 4 p.m. And the purpose of this Christmas drive is to make sure that each young lady within the program wakes up on Christmas Day and have a gift. A lot of our young ladies come from low-income families. Some do not even live with their parents, so they don't have any expectations to receive anything special on Christmas. And so we want the community, family, and friends to reach out to this program as a startup organization and help us to provide Christmas for these young ladies so that they can feel the love that we all will receive on Christmas Day.
Outstanding. Well, I do want to share with our viewers some information about GLAM, which we have here on the screen. It's GLAM. The Christmas drive will take place on Saturday, December 17, 2011, and it'll be located at 111 East 16th Street, lower level, and that's in Indianapolis, Indiana. And for more information, you can contact Chanel at glamindy.org, and the phone number is area code 317-500-2800. Chanel, Ninty, thank you so much for being a part of our show today, and this program is outstanding, and we're looking forward to great things happening in the future.
Thank you so much.
Very good. Thank you so much. And Carol, to you.
Thank you, Jeff. Good morning. I'm Carol Sissom. Coming up next, my guest talks about how she overcame her smoking addiction. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Religion in the News. My guest today is former smoker Lori Cobian. Welcome to the show, Lori.
Hi, how are you, Carol?
Lori, I know that we just got through with our Thanksgiving dinner and everyone's looking forward to Christmas. And after that is New Year's, and everyone has their New Year's resolution not that far away.
Right.
And I know that you have something that a lot of people want to hear about, and you overcame a smoking addiction. And please tell us about your career as a smoker.
Yes, I did. I started smoking when I was 17 years old. I smoked for 22 years, and then through the grace of God, I was able to put it down. I actually had found a lump and was a little worried about that and went to the doctor, and within that week I decided that I was going to quit smoking completely. So I went on the patch for 2 weeks, and I knew that I just needed to put it down altogether, and I completely dropped the patch and just quit smoking altogether.
Now, so you started as a teenager. What led you to start smoking? Were you in high school and all your friends did it? Or?
Yes, I was in high school, and of course my crowd of friends I hung out with, they all smoked, so that's what started me on my way of smoking.
Was it to be cool, or was it peer pressure, or was it just
to be cool?
The taste of it?
It was to be cool. No, I don't think the taste was all that great.
And what made you continue as a smoker? If you didn't like it?
Right. Well, I just became addicted to the nicotine. It's a drug, and I became addicted to it. Felt like I had to have it. Started getting up in the morning, smoking first thing in the morning.
Did you hide it from your parents, or?
I did for just a little bit, and then they were all smokers. So I grew up in a smoking family.
So this went on for 22 years.
Yes.
And did you have periods where you tried to quit, or did you?
Yeah, I had a couple periods where I tried to quit, but that didn't work. I don't believe that it's easy to do anything unless you have God in your life. I think through Him you're able to quit any addiction that you have.
So April 20th, 2010.
Yes.
You wake up and decide, I'm going to quit, because you said you had the fear factor.
I did. I had the fear. I had the fear of dying and leaving my children behind, and the fear of dying and not having my life right with God. So I knew I had to make some changes in my life and put things down and put Him first. And that's what I decided to do.
So it was right around this time, though, that you started going to church. You said that you used to play a lot of pool?
Yes, I did. I played pool for 10 years, and I was going to the bars and, you know, probably 2-3 nights a week, and playing pool and smoking, and just was not the life I wanted to lead. I knew I needed to change it.
And there was a lot of enjoyment with the cigarette and the pool playing. And
yes, there's a lot of enjoyment in sin, I think. But then you have to grow up.
So what was it that that morning that you just woke up? Did you consult a doctor? Did you get any physician's help for smoking?
No, I didn't. I woke up and I prayed, and you know, I just knew that God was right there with me and was going to give me the strength I needed, and told me I just didn't even need the patch anymore, just to put everything down and trust in Him. And that's what I did.
So how is life now?
Life is good. I have no cravings to smoke at all. I made sure that I prayed all that stuff out of me. I never did gain any weight. I know that's a big fear of most women when they quit smoking, is that they're going to gain 10, 20 pounds. You know, everything I've done has been through the help of God. So if I can do it, anybody else can do it, that's for sure.
I know I brought this little thing from the state fair, JR, and I brought this out, and I just wanted you to tell people what you told me when you saw the first thing you said when you saw this.
Oh, I said, ooh, a cigarette. It was
so it wasn't
nasty.
Something, I got this at the state fair, so it's a little fake thing, but it's not something that you're tempted with right now.
No.
When you're around a smoker, what happens?
I have a hard time being around smokers now. Just the smell of it just kind of makes me ill anyway, so yeah, I don't. You know, I love the smokers, but I don't want to be a smoker anymore.
Now, what are the good things? Now that you have quit and you've overcome the hard part, what's the good thing about it with your, obviously you didn't gain any weight, so complexion or your energy, breathing?
I breathe better, my energy's better, I can run up and down the stairs now doing laundry, and I don't have to worry about anything, and it's just good, and I feel more energized with my girls to be able to play and run, and you know, I just feel better about myself, period. So.
Now tell us about your church. You are involved in a church and a couple of ministries. You're also a dancer.
Yes, I attend the Church of Acts, and I'm in ministry for the Welcome Center. So we're just greeting everybody that comes in through the doors. And then I'm also in the dance ministry at the church, and that's been a lot of fun for me so far. So I'm just hoping for big and great things to come.
Great. Thank you so much for your testimony.
Yes.
If someone wanted to get a hold of you, they could call you at
the Church of Acts.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Carol.
Back to you, JR.
Thanks, Carol. Good morning, I'm J.R. Ryder. Coming up next, my guest talks about a Christian college preparatory high school. Stay tuned.